Hello food lovers, and welcome back to Let's Learn. Today, we're diving deep into the heart of Indian cuisine to create one of its most iconic and beloved dishes, butter chicken, or as it's traditionally known, Murgh Makhani. Forget takeout, because I'm going to show you how to make an incredibly rich, creamy, and ridiculously delicious version right in your own kitchen. It's that restaurant quality flavor you crave, made simple. So grab your apron and let's get cooking. First things first, let's talk about the star of our dish, the chicken. The secret to tender, flavorful butter chicken starts with a fantastic marinade. For this, you'll need about 500 grams of boneless, skinless chicken, cut into bite-sized pieces. I prefer using chicken thighs because they stay incredibly juicy, but chicken breast works wonderfully too. Now let's build those layers of flavor. In a large bowl, combine your chicken pieces with half a cup of thick plain yogurt or curd. The yogurt is crucial. It tenderizes the chicken and gives it a lovely tang. Next, we'll add our spices. We need 1 teaspoon of red chili powder for a gentle warmth, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder for that beautiful golden color and earthy notes, and 1 teaspoon of garam masala, the quintessential Indian spice blend that brings a complex aromatic depth to the dish. To brighten everything up, squeeze in about 1 tablespoon of fresh lemon juice. This not only adds a zesty kick, but also helps in the tenderizing process. Finally, season generously with salt to taste. Now get in there with your hands or a spoon and mix everything thoroughly. Make sure every single piece of chicken is completely coated in that glorious marinade. Cover the bowl and let it rest. For a quick meal, 30 minutes is fine, but if you have the time, letting it marinate for a few hours, or even overnight in the fridge, will make the chicken unbelievably tender and flavorful. This is a step you don't want to rush. All right, our chicken has been marinating and soaking up all those wonderful flavors. It's time to cook it. You have a few options here. The traditional method involves a tandoor oven, but we can easily replicate that smoky char at home. My favorite way is to use a hot pan. Heat a tablespoon of butter or a neutral oil, like canola, in a skillet over medium-high heat. Once the pan is nice and hot, place your marinated chicken pieces in a single layer. Don't overcrowd the pan. Cook in batches if you need to. We want to sear the chicken, not steam it. Cook the chicken for about 4 to 5 minutes on each side until it's beautifully golden brown and you see those slightly charred, crispy edges. That char is pure flavor. If you have an outdoor grill, that's an even better way to get that authentic tandoori smokiness. You can also use an air fryer or even your oven's broiler setting. Just keep a close eye on it. Once the chicken is cooked through, take it out of the pan and set it aside. Try not to eat it all just yet. I know it's tempting. Now, for the heart and soul of the dish, the Makhani gravy. This silky, luscious sauce is what makes butter chicken so irresistible. And don't worry, it's easier than you think. In the very same pan you used for the chicken, we want all those flavorful browned bits. Melt 2 generous tablespoons of butter over medium heat. Once the butter is foaming, add 1 finely chopped large onion. Sauté the onion, stirring occasionally until it becomes soft, translucent, and just starting to turn golden brown. This builds a sweet, aromatic base for our sauce. Once the onions are ready, it's time to add 2 teaspoons of ginger garlic paste. Stir it for about a minute until the raw smell disappears and it becomes incredibly fragrant. This is the aroma of pure comfort food. Next, add 2 large ripe tomatoes, roughly chopped. The riper the tomatoes, the better the flavor of your sauce will be. Along with the tomatoes, toss in about a dozen cashew nuts. This is our secret weapon for an ultra-creamy, restaurant-style gravy without having to use a ton of cream. The cashews will break down and give the sauce a rich, velvety body. Let's add some more spice. Sprinkle in 1 more teaspoon of red chili powder. Cook this mixture, stirring occasionally, for about 8 to 10 minutes. You'll see the tomatoes break down and become mushy, and the whole mixture will thicken. The key sign you're looking for is when you see the oil starting to separate from the sides of the mixture. This tells you the base is perfectly cooked. Now for a crucial step to achieve that signature, silky texture. Turn off the heat and let the tomato mixture cool down for a few minutes. It doesn't need to be cold, just not piping hot. Transfer this entire mixture to a blender. Be careful, as hot liquids can expand. Blend it until you have a completely smooth, vibrant orange paste. If it seems too thick, you can add a tablespoon or 2 of water to help it along. This step is non-negotiable for that luxurious, smooth mouthfeel. Don't skip it. Let's bring it all together. Pour the beautifully smooth, blended sauce back into your pan. You can strain it through a fine mesh sieve if you want it to be exceptionally silky. But if your blender is powerful, you can usually skip that. Turn the heat back on to a medium-low simmer. If the sauce feels too thick, now is the time to add a splash of water until you reach your desired consistency. Let it gently bubble away for about 3 to 4 minutes to allow the flavors to meld together. Now, reintroduce your cooked chicken pieces to the pan. Gently fold them into the gravy, making sure each piece is coated in that magnificent sauce. And now for the final touches that truly define this dish. Reduce the heat to low and stir in half a cup of fresh cream. This is what gives butter chicken its famous richness and mellows out the flavors. Along with the cream, add 1 final tablespoon of butter for that extra glossy, buttery finish. The last magic ingredient is a pinch of kasuri methi, which is dried fenugreek leaves. Crush the leaves between your palms as you sprinkle them in. This releases their essential oils and unique, slightly bitter, and deeply aromatic flavor. It's the scent you immediately recognize in a great butter chicken. Stir everything gently and let it simmer for just a couple more minutes. We just want the chicken to absorb the sauce and everything to heat through. Be careful not to boil it after adding the cream. And there you have it. Our homemade butter chicken is ready. And just look at that incredible color and texture. It smells absolutely divine. To serve, ladle it into a bowl and garnish with a little swirl of fresh cream and a sprinkle of finely chopped fresh coriander or cilantro. The vibrant green adds a pop of color and a fresh, bright note. It pairs perfectly with fluffy basmati rice, which soaks up all that glorious gravy. Or, my personal favorite, some warm buttery naan bread for dipping. I hope you feel inspired to make this incredible dish at home. It's a true celebration of flavor and a perfect meal to share with people you love. Thank you so much for joining me on Let's Learn today. If you enjoyed this recipe, please give this video a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a delicious new recipe. Happy cooking, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.